Today we are looking at a brand new product. This is the Kongskilde hand test screen system. It uses an efficient canister and it uses these discs that have different screen sizes. In a minute we will open that up so you can see it. Before we open it up, we'll go over the different perforations. We've got a lot of versatility for different crops or different commodities that you just need to sift by hand. This is perfect for small samples. And the discs here you can see are very small, and you're able to stack all of your sizes up in a small area. That's a huge improvement over the wooden hand test screens that take up an entire wall. With the wooden hand test screens, there is a 1-inch thick frame wrapped around the screen material. And in order to store all of these sizes, we have approximately 30 different sizes here. You would have to take up an entire wall and you would have to have the appropriate shelving. We're here in our seed lab. Wanted to show you video of this just to further demonstrate what I am talking about. You can see all of these different sizes and how they have this large wooden frame on them. And that essentially means one screen is going to take up an inch worth of room. That's why you have to have these large shelves to house them all. With the Kongskilde system, all of the screens are in a stack about 4 inches tall. It's a much more efficient use of your space, and you don't have to have a big amount of space set aside for something you may only use 2 or 3 times a year. This is a very efficient design. The discs go into the different levels on the screen canister. I will open this up now so you can see it. We can take off the lid just by turning that counterclockwise. That lifts up and off. And just for demonstration purposes, so you could see the first screen and the screen below it, we loaded it with a very large perforation or large hole size. You can see very small hole sizes are available. We have the scalp level. This is the screen that takes out the large trash. And then to remove that, we just take off the first level there, again rotating it counterclockwise. And then we can change out our discs. And then we can see the sift level. Now this would take out everything smaller than the grain you want to keep. So let's say you have a grain that won't fall through that hole. That is exactly what you want, because what will fall through the hole is the small fine particles or dust. And that comes apart. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. I can do it with my thumb there. That comes off. And then you can remove the disc and interchange it with a different screen size. Then we have a bottom level here as well. Now we can also sift without the bottom level on, and then it would be deposited right onto a paper plate or anything that you are using to catch what falls through the sift screen. I've replaced the bottom level. Now I can put any of these screens in there. Then I can put on the top level here. That just turns into place clockwise. Then I've got the hopper here that holds in your top screen. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. There we go. Got that lined up. Then we've got our lid. That rotates into place clockwise. Now let's imagine that we've loaded a sample into the canister. We can now shake it back and forth and sift up the sample. This has been a quick demonstration of the Kongskilde hand test screen system. You can see it comes in this really nice blue canister. This is a very efficient design. Again, you don't have to buy a bunch of hand test screens with wooden frames around them and then have them take up a whole bunch of space. This canister is approximately 1 foot tall by 1 foot wide, and all of these discs can be consolidated into a stack about 4 inches tall. Other screen material and other perforations can be made custom. Thank you for watching.